Good day, everyone. Today, I will report my assigned topic, which is training and development. So, first is objectives of training. So, there we have defined training, explain the reasons for training, discuss the training process, explain the different post-training activities, describe the different ways to evaluate training. So, first is what is training or definition of training. So, training is a process of facilitating employee learning. It is planned intervention to enhance an employee, group, or the organization's competency for an immediate need. So, training is in an organization, training involves the systematic development of knowledge, skills, and abilities of employees to enhance their performance, productivity, and efficiency in their roles. It can cover various aspects like onboarding, skill development, compliance, leadership, and more. Training is aiming to align the workforce with organizational goals and improve overall capabilities. So example ni is training kintahay niapil ka og basketball. So dapat gyud nga mo attend gyud ka mo training gyud ka para ang imong abilities or imong skills is ma-improve or ma-develop or imong ma-master. So example lang na dapat nanaid ka importante ang training. So next is the training process. So we have first is it always starts with a need. So tinud yun ano nga dapat gud nga kung mo before ka mo training, before ka mo undergo training dapat yun nga imo gyud dapat hunaw-hunaon nga importante ba or na nang indeed gyud nga buhaton or required ba gyud. So it always starts with the need. Kinahanglan nga kana nga training is needed gyud. So this based on solid evidence that such an initiative is indeed required. So second is training design should be thought through and matched with the organizations and the participants' needs. So the effectiveness of a training program relies heavily on the design. So dapat yun nga kanang training kana imong training is na ma-conjud ma-match sa organization or ma-match sa imong skills nga kana nga training is ma-match sa imong mga kinahanglan nga i-train gyud. So third is in implementing training program, knowledge of how individuals learn is crucial. And last is result should be vis-a-vis needs and objectives. So next is training analysis. Training analysis is a process of identifying performance gaps that may be addressed by training. There are many sources of training needs. This may come from changes in strategy, legal recruitments, work arrangements, process, or performance gaps. So training analysis is a systematic process used to identify gaps between the current and desired skill, knowledge, or competencies with an organization. It helps in understanding what training. So dapat nga i-identify gyud nato daan kung unsa nga training ang i-undergo or unsa nga training ang buhaton sa usa ka participants. So next is training design. Creating the training design is oftentimes the responsibility of the choosing trainer or even forms the basis for choosing one. So, training design refers to the process of creating and organizing learning experiences to meet specific learning objectives. So, training design is sila ang gaplano or ga-organize sa usa ka programa or usa ka training para malampuson or malampuson ang program. O training design is sila usab ang ga-evaluate kung kana nga training is epektibo. So that is training design. So next is make or buy decision. Given the objectives of the training program, the organization can decide whether or not it is to be conducted in-house. Example, exclusively for the organization or employees are sent to a publicly run training program. So make or buy decision is a strategic choice a company faces between producing a product, service in-house, or purchasing it from external source. It involves evaluating the costs, resources, and capabilities. So next is identifying trainers. Identifying trainers is selecting the trainers follows after the training needs and objectives have been identified. So kinahanglan gid nato nga i-identify or kinahanglan nato nga i kinahanglan nato i-identify ang mga trainers na bitaw tamang kung tungod kay na training so dapat gyud na mga trainers. So, sila ang mo-train sa mga participants. So, identifying trainers is typically refers to recognizing individuals who have expertise or skills in a particular field or subject matter. This identification could be involved acknowledging their qualifications, experience, or proficiency in their area of expertise. So dapat yun nga kanapod imong trainers nga kuhaon or imong i-identify is dapat yun nga nasa skills or nasa more experience o kanapod nga trainer is expert ana nga mga buluhaton. So next is training methodologies. Training methodologies are the ways in which the objectives are delivered. Training methodologies depend on whether or not the objective is to enhance knowledge or skills. So training methodologies encompass the various approaches, techniques, or frameworks used to deliver educational or instructional content. So these methodologies can range from traditional methods like lectures and hands-on demonstration and other approaches like e-learning, simulations, or interactive workshop. So uban pa is parahan like anang OJT. So ana on the job training. So like ana mo na sila ang training methodologies. So next is implementing the training program. Implementing the training program takes into account not just the objectives but the participants as well. It is not unusual to adjust the design based on the initial outcomes of the training. So implementing the training program, it is putting it into action, executing the plan activities, resources, and methods designed to enhance specific skills, knowledge, or behaviors within a group organization. So implementing training program, so nakakita na taog trainers, nanatay training methodologies. So ang sunod natong buhaton is ato na ring buhaton atong mga plano. Ato nang buhaton ang usa ka programa, training program. So muna ato na i-conduct nga programa. So muna ang implementing the training program. So next is training evaluation. At the end of training program, an evaluation is undertaken to see expectations and objectives were met. The assessment tool can be prepared as the training program is being developed. So training evaluation is dili na nato makita kung kana nga programa or kana nga participants ba is nag-improve or na effective ba nga kana nga training program. So training evaluation is refers to the process of assessing the effectiveness, efficiency, and impact of a training program. It involves measuring how well the training met its objectives, the knowledge, skills gained, and its overall impact on the participants and organization. So that is training evaluation. So let's move on development. So objectives of development is define development, discuss difference between training and development, explain the different approaches to development. So first is the difference between training and development. So training and development are both essential aspects of an organization's efforts to enhance its workforce, but they differ in scope and focus. So training primarily focus on imparting specific skills or knowledge required to perform a particular job or task effectively. So development, on the other hand, has a broader scope. It involves activities aimed at cultivating an individual's overall capabilities and the potential for future roles or responsibilities within or beyond their current position. So that's the difference between training and development. So this is what is development. So the definition of development. So development is focused on intervention and process that enable long-term growth of the employees, teams, and the organizations. So development is it involves enhancing process, structures, strategies, and culture to adapt to changing environments, boost productivity, foster innovation, and ensure the overall growth and success of the organization. So development is this isa ni ka pamaagi kung kana nga employee is ma-develop ang iyang skills or ma-innovate ang iyang productivity. So for instance, implementing a mentorship program to nurture employees leadership. So that is development. So next is there are approaches to development. So first is performance management. One of the objectives of performance management is to improve organization's capabilities. So performance management involves activities that ensure organizational goals are consistently met by employees. So this process helps optimize individual and team performance to align with the organization's overall objectives. So next approaches is individual development plans. It's a structured and personalized roadmap designed for an individual's professional growth within an organization. So these plans typically involve self-assessment, identifying strengths and weaknesses, setting career objectives, and determining actions like training, skill development, or networking opportunities. Individual development plans are valuable tools for both employees and organizations, as they help align personal aspirations with organizational objectives and continuous growth and skill enhancement. So next is career management. Involves strategic. Career management is collaborative process between the organization and the individual to ensure that the organization has the right people in important jobs where they are needed. So career management is involve strategic planning, support, and development of employees' careers. So career management is the goal is to help individuals navigate their career paths within the organization, align their aspirations with organizational goals, and ensure a skilled and motivated workforce. So next is 360-degree feedback. Is also known as multi-source or multi-rater feedback. So kabalon tanino dapat yun nga sa tanan yun natong buhaton is ang importante yun isang feedback. So tungod anang mga feedback is na maibalaw ta kung unsa ang atong sunod buhaton or unsa atong dili buhaton. So feedback is also known as multi-source or multi-rater feedback. So next is job rotation. Another way to develop employees is to assign them to different jobs at regular intervals or at periods regarded as the standard length of time a skill is learned. That is called job rotation. So isa po ma-develop ang employees is job rotation. So job rotation is i ibutang ka sa lahi nga trabaho or job aron imong skills is imong magamit or ma-improve aron pug ka makatuon og lain pang skills tungod ana nga job rotation. So that is job rotation. So next is coaching. Coaching is a process of inspiring employees in order to maximize their full potential. So coaching is a short term, involves a one-on-one relationship where a more experienced or skilled individual, the coach guides, advises, and supports another person to achieve specific goals. So next is mentoring. It's often confused with coaching. It's a more senior person, usually within the organization, assigned to an employee. So mentoring, the other hand, mentoring is a long-term relationship where a more experienced individual, the mentor provides guidance, advice, and wisdom to a less experienced person to help them develop personally and professionally. So that is mentoring. So next is special projects. A special project may be assigned to develop an employee's technical, functional, or leadership skills. So special project is ang usa ka employee si mga tagag special project para ang iyang skills o iyang mga yung skills is yang ma-develop. So yung skills is yang magamit o yung skill is ma-improve pod tungod ana nga project. So importante gid nga para ma-develop ang imong skills mo sulay jud ka og lain nga mga projects or lain nga mga trabaho aron ang imong skills bitaw is madungagan og imong skills is imong magamit og tarong. So that is special project. Next is education. Developing employees through educational opportunities. So education is para ma-develop ang usa ka empleyado is imo siyang ibutang sa education. So means sending employees to executive MBS or leadership programs of function specific programs in universities. So next is teaching. Another way to develop employees is to allow them to serve as trainer or subject matter experts in in-house training programs. So teaching is usapod nga ma-develop ang usa ka employee is himuon mo siyang trainer o himuon siya nimong trainer aron siya ang maga-teach sa usa ka mga laing mga participants nga gusto pod mo training. So para ma-develop ang skills sa usa ka tawo or usa ka employees is dapat gud nga imo siyang so that is teaching. So in conclusion, training and development are two important approaches to enhance the knowledge, skills, and abilities of the employees in organizations. So that is training and development. So usa ka importante sa organization nga dapat gud ang matag employees or matag leader sa usa ka kumpanya is dapat gud nga full nga nga dapat gid sa matag employees makabalo gyud nagi mga ibalan bitaw especially silang mga skills dapat gid nga ma-develop nila or ma-improve nila. So mo na importante sa training and development nga usapon nga makatuon sila og laing skills o laing mga pamaagi. So dapat gid nga una na gyud ka importante ang training and development. So that's all. Thank you.